welcome to Field of Geeks, episode 239, Zoom edition. I'm Josh.
And I'm Bill.
How's it
How's it
going?
going? Oh, not too bad, man.
Tis the season for flus, so my daughter's sick, and so that's why we're doing this
Oh
Zoom right
man,
here.
I got a whole list of stuff going around at my daughter's school, so it's crazy.
Right.
About to start wearing a mask again. I don't want to go back to that, but
Right. Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know,
I don't mind it. Obviously, I think more people are more upset like to be made to wear them, but I do appreciate like because overseas for a long time people were wearing them. I think it's mainly just when they're down with something they don't want to share the germs, which
I
that's cool.
and I appreciate that. I still see people wearing masks to this
Yeah, I
day,
do too.
so
I do
you
too. I do
know,
too. I
it's
think I
all
think we
good.
have learned a lot from it, and obviously you don't have to overkill it. I see people in their cars. I mean, I did in the past. I'm like
Right,
that's the time I definitely took mine off. But I
exactly.
think it does help. Not trying to be controversial or anything, but I get it, totally get it. Like if you're under the weather, and
Well,
it's kind of a nice thing to do now, or just to protect yourself in general.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
So
wash your hands, people. That's all we got to say on that.
right, yeah. Don't touch your hands. It's like a Comic-Con rule.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to fist bumping people when we go to Des Moines Con this year. I
Right.
swear to
Yeah.
God.
I still rather do a fist bump, handshake. I feel like if I don't offer that, it's disrespectful because it's the way I was like taught, but
Right,
fist bumps are
right.
fine. I think that's a great way to just do it now.
Yeah.
Just,
Or
just fist bump.
do that awkward like
Yeah.
elbow high
Yeah.
five that everyone is
Right.
doing.
Yeah. Just hopefully no
Uh,
one like puts their hand out and you just have to like punch it with your fist. It's like,
yeah, exactly.
sorry. Sorry.
Well, speaking of stuff we're sick of hearing about, did you watch the Super Bowl at all?
Yeah, I did. I did.
I did too. So the last thing you probably want to hear geeks talking about is football,
Yeah.
but just for like the pop culture kind of aspect of it, the game was fine. I didn't have a dog in the fight because my team lost, unfortunately.
But what's your
Um,
team?
my
Sorry to
team is
go.
the Bears, which they had
Oh,
an awesome season this
I
year.
would love to see the Bears. Like I like a lot of teams. I don't really have one. I was definitely sick of Kansas City going every damn year, and
Yes,
so I think they were
and
sick too because I don't think they really brought much to the last game,
yeah,
last year.
well,
So,
and I really, I can go without seeing a cutaway to Taylor Swift every 5 seconds,
oh
so that's
sure,
fine.
yeah, yeah,
Of course, the big, I don't know if you want to call it controversy or whatever, the halftime show, which I thought was great. I mean,
yeah,
they're all about, halftime shows have been about exploring culture, and Puerto Rico is a part of the Americas. So,
yeah,
it's an
100%.
American colony, so who gives a shit?
No, yeah,
Um,
I had a nice flow to it, even though I didn't understand it, and it didn't bother me. I didn't understand it.
no,
It was like real positive. Like they actually had a real wedding. I thought that was just all an act, but
yeah,
that was a real wedding. That was cool.
real positive message, and
Yeah, who gives a
I don't,
shit?
yeah,
Yeah,
I don't see why.
yeah,
Um, yeah, I guess like almost nobody tuned into the Kid Rock alternative halftime show, which,
including his track.
yeah, including his track. But if you did tune into it, just double check that your catalytic converter is still attached to your car. That's all I'll say on that. Fuck Kid
Yep,
Rock.
yep,
Ba with the Ba is
for
cool,
sure.
but yeah, you haven't done shit in years,
30
so
years too late there, buddy.
go away.
Yeah.
Um, one thing I was one thing I was looking forward to with Super Bowl is the commercials, of course. I love the
Yeah,
commercials. It's my
sure.
favorite part of the Super Bowl. It has been for years.
Yep.
I was
Always for me.
really, really hoping we'd get some more trailers that we hadn't seen already. It's all stuff we've pretty much seen on YouTube.
Yeah.
Um, I wanted to touch on a couple of them. There was a cool commercial for Mandalorian and Grogu, which I thought was neat. I'm like, as soon as it came on, I'm like, that's a Tauntaun.
Yeah.
Like, you're not fooling me. That's not a Clydesdale.
Right.
Um, I really don't think we need another Minions movie.
Oh yeah.
I
It's
saw a plug for
Minions and
that,
Monsters, right?
something like that, and I just could not care less.
It'll make
Like,
a lot, I'm sure, until it doesn't.
I'm sure it will
Yeah.
because all those Facebook moms still love their Minions, but I can't fucking stand them. Like, get rid of them already.
Right, right.
Um, of course, we got the Mario trailer, which we'd already seen. Of course, it's been playing ad nauseum already
Yes.
anyway. Scream 7, which I saw my first trailer for when I went to go see Send Help, which we'll talk about later.
Sure.
I'm excited for that. It looks great. Nev Campbell's back in it, so
Yeah.
can't go wrong there.
The marketing's
Um,
great too. It's
oh
trying
God,
to
they
give you a
are
vibe of like all kinds of genre, or not genre, but all scary movies from the past. They're really channeling like Halloween. You got them walking on the street, and
yeah.
just the poster
Um,
art. Like I'm really digging the campaign. It's nice.
and what I need to do once this movie comes out is or before this movie comes out, I need to like binge all the ones that I haven't seen. I think I haven't sat down and watched a Scream movie since Scream 4, so I'm way
Oh,
behind.
you're in for a treat then. I think. I think
Yeah.
you'll dig
And
it.
I've
Yeah.
heard a lot of great things about the new ones, so
Yeah.
I'm hoping that you know the fan rumors of um, what's his name? Fuck.
Oh, Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard being back in it. Like,
I
oh, he
think
didn't
that's
actually die from the TV falling on him.
I
I
I
don't know,
never
man.
thought he did. I know it's ridiculous looking back,
It,
but I always thought, well, he could be alive technically. They did put his laugh in the trailer, and yeah, 100% they confirmed he is back. He even did it, which I rather they didn't because I'd rather that be a
yeah.
surprise. But still,
See,
I'm all for it. I have no idea what the hell his character is going to be like. Maybe he'll be like a good guy now in a mental institution or something. Like I have no
see,
idea.
like that's what I hate so much about horror movie trailers is they show all the good stuff.
Yeah, I hope
Um,
that's not the case here.
for
Yeah.
an example, they're making a hide and seek 2, which I didn't know why that was getting a sequel, but it
Oh,
is.
sure. Yeah.
It looks good, but I think one of the scenes in the trailer that I saw during the movie we'll talk about later kind of spoiled it, and I'm like, why did you put that in there? Because
Yeah.
now I already know people are going to die in it that aren't the protagonists.
I
So,
totally agree. Yeah, you definitely saw a few kills. I'm like, yeah, that probably shouldn't have been shown yet, but whatever.
right.
I like the premise, like bringing her sister in, like that would make her
Yeah,
like play the game again. Like
yeah.
I'm all for it. I just hope it's
Well,
not, you know,
the first movie was great,
I
so
loved
I'm
it.
all for
Yeah.
it. If you want to make a sequel and have it make
Yeah.
sense, that's cool.
Hopefully it's not
Um,
budget heavy, but there's many locations this time, not just in the house. Looks like it's
right.
they're like
Um,
riding golf carts, I think, and he's like, she's getting sniped at from one of them, and it looks fun.
it
Yeah,
does
I'm
look
down.
cool.
Yeah, yeah,
One commercial that I saw that really stood out to me was the Jurassic Park commercial. Did you see that one?
yeah. I saw that. Well, I saw aspects of it before it was actually out.
Oh, okay.
Um, I wanted to like it, but at the same time, it kind of was creepy because of the
Yeah,
de-aging.
yeah. The thing is, like, I was kind of thinking about this, and I've heard people say like, "Oh, creepy AI bullshit,"
Yeah,
and the Super Bowl had a ton of ads for AI stuff, which
scary.
drives me nuts. But it's not really the first time that a commercial has done this. We've done like there's been commercials where they did like movie scenes from uh, My Cousin Vinny, where like they put new
Sure,
stuff in it and stuff like that. It's just AI makes that easier now. So I think we'll
sure.
see more of that. But
I mean,
I
hell,
don't
back
know.
in the
It was,
90s, they brought John Wayne back. Do you remember that for like I
yeah,
don't know if it was a beer
it was a
commercial
beer
or
commercial where
something.
they put him
Yeah.
in with Arlie Ermy and all
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Just like cut him out of a film and kind of recreated or something. So like that
right.
was like
Which
very, very first attempt, but
so
I
it's
almost feel like it's
nothing.
yeah.
It's nothing new, but like at the same time, the AI stuff is to an
Yeah.
extent getting kind of out of hand. But
Like I think you could
yeah,
have I mean I don't want to jump to another commercial, but I think they could have learned a lot from the Goodwill Dunkin
yes,
commercial, excuse me, because
that was really cool.
yeah, it was really subtle with the fate. Like it didn't feel so fake. That was the thing. Like I don't with the Jurassic Park, I almost rather have the actors just look the way they do now.
It was too
Obviously,
much
Laura
like
Dern wasn't changed, but
it was too much like Uncanny Valley for me.
yes, 100%. And there were
Um,
certain parts. It's like, did these actors actually come back? And Jeff Goldblum just looked weird. Like I don't know, he
yeah,
just didn't look like himself. It was
yeah,
but I mean, I admire like the idea of the commercial. Except, they brought tech from the future back to 94,
Yeah,
93, whatever.
yeah,
Like, yeah,
which
of course, back then that would work, but I love
sure.
the Dunkin' commercial was awesome.
That was really cool. That was like a huge like 90s nerd dump
Yeah,
with
yeah.
just so many people in it. And
Ted Danson's the one that like stood out because I'm so used to
yes,
his white hair now,
I
and
know.
man, he looked almost like he did in Cheers. It was really shockingly
It was
good.
it was
Yeah,
really cool. I like
yeah.
that.
He hadn't missed a beat with that character. And then
Yeah,
you had like Matt LeBlanc looked weird, but it worked. It's just their bodies don't really match their old selves, so to
right.
speak. But I mean, I think what ruined it for me was the Tom Brady cameo, but that's just me.
Yeah,
I was like, why? It's
I have
Boston. I get it, whatever,
I
whatever the
have my
hell.
feelings about Tom Brady, which
Yeah, I'm like,
we won't get
oh,
into because we'll be sitting here
right.
talking for 2 hours. But
Yeah,
we had some two big names that recently passed away.
especially today. Yeah, right before
Yeah,
we started almost.
yeah,
Yeah,
right before we started today, the news dropped. We're recording this on Wednesday, the 11th of February. But James Vanderbeek passed away.
that's unfortunate, man.
It
Really.
is very unfortunate, and he had a long and storied career with television, especially with Dawson's Creek,
Yeah,
which I never really got into much. I liked his film acting career a lot better.
yeah,
I will say two that stand out to me. Varsity Blues, of course, is a classic.
yes.
And then he played Rocky in the bootleg Power Rangers movie that Adi Shakur put out,
I
which
read that.
that
Yeah.
I highly recommend checking that out, especially if you're a Power Rangers fan. Katie Sackhoff is in that as well.
Okay, I've seen that one, but I don't remember Vanderbeek. But this was like right when it came out, which was over 10 years ago, right?
Yeah, at least I think so.
Right.
But that one was like, especially if you like the idea of Power Rangers taking a darker tone, this goes
Yeah.
super dark.
Right. Oh yeah. Black
So
Ranger's a coke addict and
yeah, I mean, it's a great take on it. But
yeah.
Adi Shankar, of course, did the Dirty Laundry Punisher
Yeah.
short film with
Hmm.
brought back Thomas Jane.
Right.
A lot of cool stuff with that. But what are your like James Vanderbeek
Well,
memories? I guess.
my first introduction to him was when he played a football bully in Angus. I don't know if you ever saw
Yes.
Angus. That
Oh
was
man, I
my first
love that movie.
introduction. Yeah.
That was
And he
such a
would
good movie.
he was a good dick in that. I mean, hated him. And then when he got Dawson Creek, I was like, oh, this is another side, because my first impression was like, yeah, he played an asshole, and
Yeah.
like, wow, this is pretty good. I didn't stick with Dawson's Creek much. I did watch the finale. I got the
It
gist of the show, but and not that I
it was
hated
one of
it. It
those.
just wasn't my cup of tea
Yeah.
exactly.
It was one of those things that just never appealed to me to really check out.
Yeah,
I guess I
yeah.
don't
I
know.
caught some of it on reruns and stuff after the fact, but yeah, Varsity Blues. I have not seen that film in a long time. I hope it stands up still. But I
I
loved it.
you,
I loved it then, though. I thought it was great high
you know
school
what?
movie.
I
Yeah.
every once in a while I will catch it, and I think it still stands up today.
Good, good.
Um,
Yeah,
Especially it's good to go back and see Paul Walker in a movie in his
sure.
early movies.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some
Hell of
good
a movie,
actors.
relevant
Yeah,
today. Yeah,
yeah.
with
Um,
everything. But yeah, it's terrible. 48 years old, man, and yeah, I had a wife and six kids, and yeah, I
Way too
had
young.
rectal cancer, I believe, stage 3. He battled
Jeez.
that for quite some time, and he was starting to have to sell his memorabilia to afford cancer treatment. And
You
I don't know if
know,
you know this, but Paul Walter Hauser stepped in just on his own, um,
wow.
and he's raised 14 grand through Cameo so far. So
Yeah.
basically, any cameo requests he gets, he donates 100%, I believe, to the Vanderbeek family. And he didn't even talk to Vanderbeek about it because I think he was afraid he would talk him out of it.
Cancer is a son of a bitch, man. And
It is. Yeah.
the the horrible thing about it is that even I mean, we've talked ad nauseum about celebrities that have passed away way too early from cancer. And
Yeah.
even,
Sure.
I'm not saying the guy was a billionaire, but even being a celebrity and having that
Yeah.
maybe extra, I'm not going to say extra disposable income, but
Yeah.
kind of that status too. Like you can't, it affects everybody. And I mean,
Yeah.
everyone from poverty level to,
Yeah.
the upper echelon of society still
Sure.
deals with it.
I
So
mean,
it's,
yeah, as I've gotten older, I definitely understand more about these stars. Like they do have limitations. They're not just filthy rich. I mean, some are obviously,
well,
but
yeah, I mean,
where they live and they have to pay for agents and all kinds of stuff, to them it's like their cost of living, obviously, where they're at and all
right,
that. And yeah,
right.
obviously if you get into like they have several homes, like okay, don't understand that, but you know, yeah, a lot of them, especially these television stars, I think streaming's really hurt them because there is just
Well,
no residual. I think it's better now, maybe. I'm not sure, but
yeah,
it's not really playing on actual network television anymore. So
I don't think like as far as Nielsen ratings and that sort of thing, I don't think streaming really affects that. I
yeah,
think
yeah,
they
it's
I
still
think they get some sort of residual from syndication.
yeah, syndication, yeah, yeah.
But
So, but
yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
mean it's
sad
just
that he had to. I mean, it's sad. A lot of people have given us so much, just entertainment wise. I mean, I know you could easily be like, well, they're not like saving lives. But I mean, they are in a way. Like they're taking us
yeah,
out of our emotional
they're
states at
they're giving
times.
us an escape, which
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. It's a different type of giving, and
Well, and so many
yeah,
of these stars now we're finding out too that started out so young, and I mean you
taken
look at
advantage of, and
yeah, you
yeah,
look at like Britney Spears, Amanda Bynes, Jeanette McCurdy. You look
yeah.
at so many that like got screwed over by conservatorships and all this
Well,
other stuff. So
two
by
lost
the
their
time they,
minds.
yeah, uh, uh, like once people get into adulthood and they no longer have that structure,
Yeah,
it's crazy. But yeah, it's
exactly.
very way too young of a loss,
Yeah,
and it's
100%.
very very tragic.
Yeah, 100%.
Um, we lost another icon of our childhood as well
Yes,
recently.
and it was rectal cancer as well.
Was it really?
Her death certificate was just released a couple days ago. Of course, we're talking about Catherine O'Hara, who thank God, rose to probably her most famous, I would say, when, during the pandemic, a lot of us turned to older shows or shows that weren't really discovered yet, and Schitt's Creek was one of those, especially for
That
my wife
was
and I.
that was
Yeah,
crazy during the pandemic, like
yeah,
how much that blew
yeah,
up. Yeah, I would say if you were a kid in the 90s, like some
yeah,
of us were,
yeah.
and you enjoyed a movie where there was a cool mom in it, she was the
Kevin.
mom.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
she Home Alone, Beetlejuice, you know, I'm
Orange
sure
County.
Orange County, she had so many movies on
Yeah.
her resume. She was just an amazing actress and
She did a lot of Chris
it,
Guest films, like Waiting for Guffman, Best in Show. I mean, she was in almost every one of his films, and those are like,
yeah,
they're like an indie, low budget kind of just quirky humor films, but have heart,
yes.
and that's how I knew her for the longest time. She would pop up here and there, but since
Ooh,
Schitt's Creek, man, she's gotten well. She did Beetlejuice, and The Studio, which I haven't seen yet. I want to see.
but you talk about the impact she's had. Like even my daughter, when I told her about it, she loves Home Alone, like the
Yeah.
first two Home Alone movies.
Oh
She
yeah.
loves the two Beetlejuice movies we've gotten. She knows who she was. She's like, oh, she passed away. Like, yeah, it's
Yeah.
kind of sad. It's a multi-generational sadness, if you
Oh
will.
yeah, 100%. I mean,
Um,
especially as I've gotten older and we've gotten more access to things. Like she had a huge run on SCTV, before
yeah.
all this stuff we know her for. She
Well,
was
and
funny. I mean, she was just talented,
oh, she was so
multi-talented.
talented.
Yeah.
Um, I don't. I've never really sat down and watched, I think, a full episode of Schitt's Creek, but now I'm definitely going to have to check it out.
I think you'll like it. Yeah, it's funny. It
Um,
really
well,
it was good.
and what I've seen of it, like, always had me laughing. I always thought
Yeah.
it was just such a great show, and
Yeah.
I kind of feel it's one of those things like you have to understand with my relationship with TV shows that everyone just raves about,
Yeah,
I wait until like the entire season or entire series is out and I binge it.
sure,
I
sure.
did the same thing with Breaking Bad, um, a couple other ones out there, Sons of Anarchy, that sort of thing. But
Yeah,
it's
totally
definitely one
understand
I'm gonna
that.
have to go back and check out. So
Oh yeah, it's a blast. Last I knew it was all on Netflix. That might have changed, but it should be out there somewhere. But I'm just happy that I mean, you could say Home Alone was a big break. I think, yeah, she had many big breaks, but Schitt's Creek was like huge, and the ripple effect of that has gotten her so many more jobs. I don't think,
oh
sadly,
yeah,
she would have gotten without it. Not
yeah,
that she wasn't talented, it's just sometimes you have to shine, and people are like, "Oh, who's that person?" And there you
yeah.
go. But man, she was awesome in every film she was in. I
Oh,
mean,
very much so.
she brought it, and yeah, it's gonna be terribly missed. She's
The
71, you know. That's
the outpouring of support too. Just the messages I've seen from Tim Burton, Christina
yeah,
Ricci,
Michael
Jenna
Keaton.
Ortega, Michael Keaton,
Yeah,
all kinds of people reaching out, just being like, she was just an amazing person to work with, and
yeah.
she'll be sorely missed.
Oh, 100%, 100%. Yeah, that's just that sucks, man. It really does.
It
I didn't
does.
even notice her last. I didn't see the award show she was on last time, but I guess she was pretty frail looking, lost some weight,
That's
but it's amplified more now that she's gone. It's like, oh, she was battling something. And yeah, it was since March 2025 she was battling this cancer. And yeah, there's apart from all her great appearances on things, she was a good friend to John Candy, and there's an awesome clip from his funeral that I think she gave the eulogy or
yeah,
a portion of something and it was beautifully written. And yeah, they're all reunited now, I'd like to think. And
absolutely.
yeah, 100%.
So speaking of award shows, kind of a bad segue, but Oscar season is upon us.
Yes, yes.
Um, so do you want to go ahead and lead with that? What are some of the nominees we're looking at?
Yeah, so I just selected some from just ones I recognize, and probably you maybe, because
Right,
otherwise we'd be here for a while. But
right.
now I did not rehearse how to say this damn name, but I do want to see this. I think it's Begonia,
Yes.
I believe. Emma Stone. This is
That
all
looks
for
really good. I have not seen it yet.
it does, and it's on
Um,
one of the streaming right now services. I need to
yeah.
check that out. But this is, of course, best picture category. So
Oh,
you have
good.
that film. You have F1, which I was surprised. I did not see that, but I guess it's a lot more than a racing film.
Yes.
Brad Pitt, of course, stars in that. Frankenstein, which I still need to see. I want to see it really
Looks
bad.
really good.
Yeah, Del Toro directed that. Not Benicio. Who's the other one?
Gilmer.
Yeah,
Oh
I
God.
always,
I
that's,
butchered
hey,
that name. Excuse
yeah,
me.
but
Guillermo. Oh fuck.
you're close. You're
Gilmore.
close.
Ugh. I cannot say it. I'm
Seymour
sorry.
Butts.
Seymour Butts. Yes.
Uh, Marty Supreme, which I want to put a review out for. Spoilers. I did like it. It's a very quirky, like Forrest Gump type of film, except
Really.
yeah, it's just his adventures. He goes through all these. It's loosely based off a real character, but very fictional. So yeah, it's just like he goes on a big adventure throughout the whole film, and you're just amazed how he can get where he gets, and
Hmm.
it was a good film. One battle after another one I need to see.
Yeah.
That's on HBO right now. I need to check that out. It's a
Yeah.
Paul Thomas Anderson film. He always pretty much delivers. Sinners, another one I need to check out. I'm behind.
I really hope that wins some awards. That was such a good movie.
Well, it's gotten so many nominations. I didn't put them all down here, but I think I want to say 18 nominations. So that goes from cinematography to maybe costume design. So I'm sure it will get some awards for
Did
sure.
did Michael B. Jordan get a nomination for that? Because he definitely
Yes.
should have.
Yes, he did. So
Thank God.
that's the best actor category. He got
Great.
nominated. Ethan Hawke did for a movie called Blue Moon. Leonardo DiCaprio for One Battle After Another, and Timothy Chalamet. I think is how you say it. I don't know. Marty Supreme. So
Cool.
yeah, best director Gilmore. Gilmore.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hold
God.
on. Guillermo. God dang it.
You're close. Yeah.
It's Spanish for William, and I should know this.
William Totoro did not
That
get a
guy, the
nomination
other
for Best
Del
Director.
Toro.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did not get nominated for Best Director.
Yeah.
Josh Safdie did for Barney Supreme. Paul Thomas Anderson for One Battle After Another, and of course Ryan Coogler for Sinners.
Nice.
Jumping over to the Best Actress category, I'm just talking about two of them here because they're most relevant to this type of show, I guess you could say. Kate Hudson's song sung Blue. I've heard it's decent. It doesn't seem to really be getting a lot of buzz, but I guess her performance was pretty good. And of course,
Hmm.
Emma Stone for Begonia.
Yeah.
I think she's two-time Oscar winner, so maybe again. She's very talented. Best Supporting Actor, Benicio del Toro, One Battle After Another. Jacob Elordi for Frankenstein. And this one is really freaking cool. I don't know if he's got a chance to win. I have not seen the film, obviously, but Delroy Lindo, he's a veteran. He's been in a lot of things. He got nominated for Sinners. So I don't know if you remember like Romeo Must Die. That's probably a film he doesn't want to talk about, but he was like the father in that,
Yeah.
Aaliyah's father. But yeah, it's well overdue. He's been in a lot of Spike Lee films. Great actor. Sean Penn for One Battle After Another, and Stellan Skarsgård for Sentimental Value. I think this is his first nomination. Of course, he's the doctor. What's his last? I haven't seen it. I haven't said it for a while. Avengers. He was, the Tesseract. He was dealing
Dr.
with that.
Selvig.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yep. And of course, all his kids are multi-talented. They're in
Oh, yeah.
everything. So yeah, great acting family there. And then I guess to end it for now, best supporting actress, Eli Fanning for Sentimental Value. She's a great actress. I don't know if you've seen Predator Badlands. That's out now
I
on Disney
haven't seen that
Plus.
yet.
It's very good. I saw that in the theater. She's awesome. She's a veteran herself. She went from like this little girl in like daddy daycare. Of course, she's the sister of Dakota Fanning. Really have proven herself worthy of all the accolades. She gets nominated and wins, of course. Amy Madigan. This is a old school veteran, of course. She got nominated for Weapons. Uh, I did not see
Good.
Weapons,
I did. It was really good.
and her character's, I guess, it's a hit, right?
Oh,
What's her
yeah.
character's name? Putting you on the spot. I should have wrote it down, but
She, Agnes.
yeah,
She
and
like the main,
yeah, she's
the
like
main like
clown
villain or
looking
whatever.
character. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I don't remember her name. We'll put
And
it.
Gladys, is that what it is? Maybe.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't
Anyway,
remember.
Field of Dreams fame, Uncle Buck. She's married to Ed Harris. She great actress. I'm happy that she's getting her due,
Yeah.
long overdue. So
Yeah.
yeah, interesting award season. Of course, I don't think Wicked made it much anywhere. I was surprised.
I
I didn't see the second one, but I didn't hear great things. So
I will say this. I'm so sick of hearing about Wicked. It's the new
yeah,
Harry Potter to me. I fucking hate it.
yeah,
I'm so sick of looking at it. Get it off my screen. I don't
yeah.
want to see Ariana Grande everywhere I look. So,
I just I don't know. Like
and
I
that's,
liked the first film. I really did like it. I think it was just so overblown for a second one. I think they could have just
I,
made one film because I don't know,
yeah,
it's just
it's just one of those things that does not appeal to me. And
yeah.
I'm sorry if you're a fan of Wicked. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sure the play was cool. I know
Yeah.
the book was good,
Yeah,
but
there's many books actually. It's not
I,
just Wicked. It's like, yeah,
yeah,
it's all
there's
kinds
a
of
whole series of
stories.
it.
Yeah, and they could easily
Um,
do that, but
but I'm just like, I don't
Yeah.
get it. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
I'm sure they wish they would
Um,
have pushed more last year for, I mean, they both did get nominated last year, but yeah. So yeah, that's kind of a shock, but I think maybe maybe it's a lesson to be learned. Like, just like
mhm.
Hobbit, make one fucking film,
Yeah,
make a big film. You can have intermission. It's fine,
yeah, I don't
but,
know.
anyway, yeah. So that's what, um, got my attention with the Oscars. And of course, Conan O'Brien's back hosting and he's,
That's cool.
yeah,
I
yeah. And I think
That should be
you'll
good.
hopefully do even better job because last year he just lost both his parents and he was working his ass off. I guess he was filming
Oh,
overseas,
yeah,
so he still pulled off a pretty good performance.
yeah.
And it's definitely yeah, it's nice. I'm glad he's back. Oscars are coming, but we still have box office to deal with and to look at. I guess. So last weekend, Send Help was number one. Iron Lung was number three, or I'm sorry, Iron Lung was number two, which I guess just surpassed 35 million for its second weekend.
That has been popping off. I cannot wait to see that.
Yeah,
Um,
could you inform all of us? I don't
so
know all of it, but yeah.
yeah, I'll give you a brief synopsis on it. So it's based on an indie horror video game. Um, and this movie is produced by Mark Fishbach, also known as Markiplier on YouTube, big time gaming YouTube creator. One of the reasons why I wanted to do YouTube and
Wow.
YouTube gaming and stuff like that. Back in the day, it was probably, if you had to think of three of the top gaming creators, it would be PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, and Markiplier, not necessarily in that order.
Sure.
But one of the biggest things he always wanted to do was make movies. That's always been
Cool.
his passion. So, Isaac, if you're watching this, don't give up, man.
Oh yeah.
You're doing a great job out there and keep it up. But so he completely put this together by himself. It does feature Troy Baker, who is another video game voice actor,
Wow.
big name in video games. If you love a AAA video game, he's probably voicing a character in it. But yeah, he did all this himself. I want to say the budget was like 3.5 million, something like that. So he's made that and then some, and I think it's great because it shows everybody out there that it doesn't matter if you work with Universal, it doesn't matter if you work with A-list actors, you can get a great movie out there.
Yeah.
And this is the reason why he wasn't in Five Nights at Freddy's. So go and see
Oh,
it. I
good
haven't seen it
excuse.
yet. Yeah, exactly.
I think I screwed that up. It was number three, but still
It
good
it
for
debuted, and there was kind of some controversy with that too. Like it debuted at number three on its opening weekend, but because it wasn't a big production, they
yeah.
took it off of the list or something like that. I'm
Yeah,
not entirely sure
cool.
what happened there, but that's bullshit if that's
Right.
the case. Um,
Yeah, I
but yeah,
agreed.
I think it's great to see somebody that like went from recording gameplay footage on his PC with a shitty webcam to
Yeah,
being,
right.
having a movie in the top five. That's
It's just cool to have
amazing.
that catalog as he
It is.
rose too, unless
It
he
is.
took some of it off, of course. But like,
Well,
yeah,
and I mean, the one thing I will say about him too is that despite or whatever you want to call it, his success, he has always remained a very humble and non-problematic YouTuber, which cannot be
yeah,
said for a lot of them.
right, right.
So anyway,
Well, good for him.
that's my tirade. I'm a huge Markiplier fan, so I'm excited.
Well, good. Yeah, I might catch it or I'll wait. I'm not sure yet. But number five was Dracula, which hasn't really gotten a lot of advertisement. I don't feel like it's got Christoph
Yeah,
Waltz in it, and
I
I can't recall who else. But yeah, that's
I feel like that hasn't gotten the marketing push that it maybe should have, but maybe that's
yeah.
okay. I
I
haven't
I
seen the film myself, so that's another one I
sure.
plan on checking out. But
Strangers Chapter 3. That's number seven. They've tried this whole thing with the Strangers franchise. They made the
I
original
don't,
Strangers was great, and they made the second one, and that was not as great. And then
I
these new
didn't
ones are
think it,
like,
I didn't
Yeah,
think it ever needed to be a franchise.
franchise. No,
The
agreed.
original film was based off of a real, well, a lot of them are based on real events, but
Sure,
it had a little more base in reality, I guess you want to say.
sure.
It's not a supernatural slasher, but I mean,
Yeah.
the second one was entertaining for what it was, but it wasn't the first one. The first
No,
one
that
was
first one was,
amazing.
oof, it stuck with you because
Yeah, it
it's
did.
like it could happen to me. But yeah, they've kind of tried to reboot with these chapters, and I don't think it's been that
I
successful.
and the thing is, I never needed to really know who was behind the masks.
Yeah, and
That was part of the intrigue about it, was that you
right,
never knew who these people were. They just, the
it
infamous line, "Why did you do this?" Because you were home.
right,
That's
right.
all they needed. I
And I
mean,
was no longer scared of them in the first film when they took their masks off. It was like, okay, we're all human now. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's like, and that was okay because it was the ending. But yeah, now that you got these other films, like it's just loses all
it's
its mysticism, you know, when
not
it
not
take their
everything needs a lore dump to it, if that makes
right.
sense. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Unless there's a clever way in, you know, something that even changes it in a way
Well,
that you can go on, but
and
it's
it could be a good movie. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but
maybe, yeah.
I didn't think when Black Phone 2 came out or was coming out, I'm like,
Yeah.
why do we need a second one? But then I
Right.
watched it and I loved it.
Sure.
So I
Yeah.
don't know. This one could surprise me.
I mean, maybe they're decent. Yeah, I can't say
It's
that for sure. They aren't great, but uh,
it's one of those ones I'll check out when it's on streaming and I have a slow
sure.
Sunday and I
Yeah.
just made some popcorn and we're just going to sit down and watch it. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
sure.
That's about it. But I
Could
don't
binge
know.
them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Avatar Fire and Ash is still making money. They're number 8.
I
Almost yeah,
my
not
thing is with Avatar. Do you think it would have done half as well if they hadn't if they didn't release a new Doomsday trailer every week with it?
oh, I saw it and I liked it. I thought it was just as good as the second one.
I just I can't care about it. I
Yeah.
mean, the first one was okay. I'm like, I didn't need to see more. I didn't need to know more.
Yeah.
I was all right. That's why I haven't seen the second or third one yet.
Right. Yeah. The
But
humans definitely like grounded in a sense that you could, I think, go with both parts. But yeah, these last two are very centric on their world. There's not really any humans.
yeah,
It's still, I don't know. I kind of hope he gets a chance to make the other two just to end it, you know. I think it's still like, it definitely pushes what's possible. I feel they're huge budgets, so I think so far this isn't making as much as they'd like it to. But yeah, it's nice it's still on the list there. Yeah, it was good. I saw it in IMAX, 3D, and yeah, I had a good time. But yeah, they're long films, and yeah, I could see a lot of the
Uh,
audience just probably being done with it,
it's
honestly.
one of those things, kind of like Lord of the Rings. I loved going to see those in the theaters,
Sure, that was a great time. Yeah,
but like I didn't really need to rewatch them until the extended cut came
sure.
out. And I'm sure James Cameron, being the whore for money that he is,
Yeah,
will release an extended cut that's like 5 hours per movie, and I'll wait until those come out,
yeah.
and I'll watch them when I'm really, really bored and I'm waiting for paint to dry. But
If the story doesn't grab you, the visuals will. So it's one of those like
oh
you
yeah,
don't.
I will. I
Yeah,
absolutely. The visuals in the first one were
yeah,
spectacular, and
sure.
it's one of the few movies that I did see in 3D, and it was
Yeah,
really good.
it's cutting edge
Um,
3D at that time because
yeah,
that was the first time
yeah,
it was not that cheesy blue and red lens crap that we
yeah,
would get occasionally.
like like the whatever it was, Freddy's
Jaws
Dead, The Final
3D.
Nightmare, Jaws
Oh
3D,
yeah, Spy Kids
uh,
3D.
Spy Kids 3D. Yes, I was there day one watching that movie. I
I might have
absolutely
been
was
because my
not.
brother, but I actually was kind of anxious
That
to
makes
see it at the
sense.
time because
No, I'm just
I
kidding.
was like, oh, the 3D glasses. But
Yeah.
yeah, the Avatar was, and I was even like 10 minutes late because I was in the line for concessions. So I got in the theater, got the glasses on, like this is cool. What the hell's happening? Um,
So that was before you had the concierge bring you
oh
a
my God, I'll
giant
never
bag
live
of
that down.
no, I'm kidding. Never
Yeah,
mind.
if you, I don't know, everyone out there, like you might want to get this service. Maybe just pick it up. But yeah, Bill and I, it probably was the first movie we saw together, and I was like,
Yes.
I ordered tickets. I was like, oh, this is cool. I'll try this service. Oh my God, they like bagged it up in the biggest fucking bag you could get. It felt like, and then here you go, Piggy.
There was like popcorn, hot dogs,
Yeah,
soda.
which I thought they
Um,
would just bring me a tray, but it
they
was this
they
big lavish
they
bag.
put a cloth napkin in his lap, gave him
They should
actual
have.
silverware.
Right.
No, it
Yeah.
wasn't that bad, but I was still like, holy shit, what did you order, dude?
I mean, they were just missing the tuxedo, that's
Yeah,
all it
exactly.
was. But I had to open this thing, figure out what the hell was inside, like where was everything. Oh my God, I'll never do that. I'll never forget that either. Like every
Oh,
time I get that option, I'm like, nope. And if I do
yeah.
it, yeah, I'm gonna go pick it up because yeah, I don't want
Oh,
to like quiet back
sorry to bring
there.
up something traumatic. No, I'm
No,
just
it's
kidding.
all it's all
Um,
good. But
oh
yeah,
boy.
we have some new films coming out this Friday the 13th. Cold Storage has Joe Carey from Stranger Things. I hope I say that name right.
Yeah.
Liam Neeson, and that's about like a dangerous fungus getting out of a secret laboratory. And I think Liam Neeson's like a former agent who's called back into action. So I don't know. I haven't really heard much about the film, but I hope it's
Yeah.
decent. I hope it makes some money, especially for Joe Carey. And not to say he's struggling. He's actually a musician too, and I guess he's doing pretty
Is
well
he
there.
really? I didn't know
Yeah,
that. That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah. I might have this wrong, but I think he knocked off like the number one artist one week. This was like around the time Stranger Things was ending, so I might
Right.
have been a little
That probably had something to do with it.
bump there. Yeah, Crime
Yeah.
101 is coming out. Chris
That looks
Hemsworth.
good.
Yeah,
That actually
yeah.
looks pretty good. I might go see that.
And I
I
want to
need something for
say,
date night on a Friday or something like that.
there you go. I want to say it's on a streaming, like I think it's an Amazon film,
Oh,
but
is it really? I thought it was coming to theaters.
well, it is coming to theaters. I don't
Oh,
know if
okay.
it's one of those where it's going to be both
One of
or
those like simultaneous
eventually.
release kind of things. Yeah.
Maybe I could be wrong. I should have looked that up, but this has Mark Ruffalo as well. So you got a little Marvel team up there
Mhm.
reunion. Barry Kagan, is that how you
Barry
say his name?
Keegan.
Thank you. Of course, he's played a lot of he's
He's a
playing,
great actor. My
yeah,
God.
very grotesque Joker from what we saw. Dunkirk was my first introduction to him. Um, and he's playing Ringo in the new Beatles movie that's going to be huge.
Oh, that's
Hopefully,
right.
yeah. So yeah, I think that's going to be like there's gonna be like two films, I believe. One is like the younger Beatles, and then the second one's like when they kind of grow out of that phase. So yeah, he's in it. Halle Berry's in it as well. It's about a thief who meets a dissatisfied insurance broker, and of course they have a detective on their tails because they want to pull off a multi-million-dollar heist. So yeah, hopefully, I love the title. I think it's really futuristic sounding, and it looks good. Like it looks pretty decent. So Wuthering Heights. This is the Margot Robbie, Jacob, El, how do you say his name? Elardi. He's played Frankenstein. He got nominated. We just talked about that
Yeah.
at the Oscars. It's a passionate love story set against the backdrop of Yorkshire moors. That's what it said on the synopsis. So all I gotta say, just from watching the preview and everything, yeah, prepare for wet floors.
Kind of got Margot
Not a rom
Robbie
com.
burnout from the whole Harley Quinn thing, but that's just me.
Well, it doesn't help that her doppelganger is that chick in Ready or Not. You ever seen those
Yeah.
two? They were
Yes.
both in Babylon together, and it's crazy because you're like going from side to side, and you're
I
like,
I remember that. Like there was I forget where it was. It was like some Hollywood party or something they went to and they were side by side. And I'm like,
yeah,
they could be
right?
twin. Like if she ever needs a stunt double or a twin
Yeah,
or something like that in the movie, there you
that's what
go.
sucks is they're both like kind of equally, talented with what they do. Obviously, Margot Robbie's the more, star, bigger
Well,
star. But
yeah.
there is actually a third doppelganger, and I forgot who it was, but can't remember. I'll remember after this, of course. Good luck, have fun, don't die. Sam Rockwell
That
film.
looks so good.
Yeah, and
I
I think
saw
it's a very low budget, so it probably has a good chance of being successful,
I saw a
even if it
trailer
doesn't
for
place.
that when I went to go see Send Help, and that
Yeah,
looks so good.
it does.
And
Yeah.
kind of relevant, I guess, to today's like AI culture and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. He plays a man from the future. He arrives at this diner, and I guess he recruits some of the patrons and to help him save the world from artificial intelligence. So kind of relevant, you could say. You
Yeah.
could say. Um, but yeah, a lot of good stuff coming out there. I need to get back to the theater. It's been a bit for me, but I have a
Mhm.
lot of reviews I got to do too. I want to do for the channel and keep putting it off. But we'll be doing one
Yeah.
of those shortly here with Send Help. But before
Very cool.
that, Tomb Raider, new series coming out
Hmm.
from Phoebe Waller-Bridge. She's created it. It's an Amazon TV series. I'm not sure if we ever talked about this. So it stars Sophie Turner, Jason Isaacs, and Sigourney Weaver. Now, I wasn't really like, I mean, I do like Lara Croft. I didn't play the games. I
Hmm.
did see the Angelina Jolie films. I did not see the Alicia Vikander one. I've heard pretty good things about it.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
I never really got into the original like Polygon version games of
yeah,
it.
right,
Um, the reboot series, I played one of them. I can't remember which one. I think it was the first one in the reboot series,
sure,
or the second one, something like that. But um, they're not my cup of tea. I mean, I there's other games that are similar that I liked better, like God of War, which we'll talk about here in a
sure,
little bit.
sure.
Um, but I mean, to each
It's
their
helped.
own. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean? I would
sure.
love. I always like to see I always like to see a gaming property get a proper adaptation, if you
Yeah,
will. Like we got that with Fallout. Yeah, we
sure.
got that with
Yeah,
The
for sure.
Witcher, which was more of a book than a movie or than a video game. But
Sure.
I always like to kind of see that, and especially if somebody is involved in it that's passionate about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's how I like it too. And I got
Oh,
to say, I
and
was not super excited for Sophie Turner to play this part. I don't have a lot of
yeah,
attachment to it, but I gotta say, you've seen the still, right, of her?
I have. She
I'm
does.
really impressed. I like the look for sure.
She makes an amazing Lara Croft, and I never would have guessed that.
Those glasses, man. It's yeah, and I will share this photo
It's
obviously, but
right.
I was like, sign me up when I saw this. I mean, yeah, it's not exact, but I get it. It's fine. It doesn't
It
very.
it's still close enough for
Oh, it
me.
is.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah.
um, and even like comparing it to the
It's
early,
appropriate.
yeah. Even comparing it to the early set photos I saw for Fallout, that's what it reminds me of the most
Yeah.
is Fallout. And I think if you're a Tomb Raider fan, you should be excited for it because
Well,
it looks
yeah.
good.
Yeah, and I think that's what we want in our video game adaptations and comic book adaptations. Like, get as close to the comic
Well,
or the costume as possible without
and
making it goofy.
that's
That's a huge
so.
one to do.
I think that's what's really helping a lot of these adaptations now is making them as close to the source as possible.
Yeah.
But that's additionally so hard because so many AAA games like the Fallout series, like The Last of Us, like
Hmm.
those sort of games, they're already like pretty much a playable movie.
Hmm.
So if you make a one for one adaptation, it's almost like you're just watching the cutscenes, which you can already do for you on YouTube for free,
Right.
you know? So,
Which I think has helped Fallout, right? Because it's like a whole other vault.
well, yeah,
It still exists in the other world.
it's a whole other story that borrows from the source material without recreating it. And that's worked
Yes.
so well for it
Right.
is Fallout's a huge world.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what works for it well is you probably have a million stories out there that haven't been told. Same thing
Oh
with
yeah.
Tomb Raider, I'm sure.
Yeah.
because Lara Croft is kind of like one of those. She's kind of like a Indiana Jones type character where
Yes.
you could write a million stories that haven't been told and have it still pop off and be good. So
Yeah.
I think
And
I think it's worth a watch, even though I'm not a huge fan of
sure.
Tomb Raider. I would
I
still
mean,
watch it.
I believe it was a PlayStation only game from the 90s, right?
Yes.
And
Yep.
that's what was popular about it. And it probably helped Uncharted come to be and
Yeah.
inspired by Indiana Jones, you could say, because it really helped fill that
I
void for a while, you know?
I would say it kind of kicked off that whole genre of the exploration action game.
Yes, 100%.
Um, you
Yeah.
know, in the same vein of like God of War, Uncharted, um, probably a billion other ones I'm thinking of right now.
Fallout, you could say, sort of, right?
Fallout sort of like it depends on which Fallout you're talking about because like
Sure.
the first couple had nothing to do with like what Fallout 3 is.
Oh, yeah. Grand Theft Auto.
Kind of like how Grand Theft Auto did, yeah, where it was like a top down just
Yeah.
horrible game and now it's this huge expansive universe which
Oh, it's crazy.
that
Even
would
the
be
ones
another
I loved are they look so ancient now with the the graphics. I'm like, man, I thought this was like awesome when
exactly
it's like, man, this is hard to watch kind of. It's just kind of
exactly.
laughable, but we got that video game property coming and of course God of War is getting
I'm excited for this.
casted. Yes,
Um,
yes.
so when I first heard about this, I had no idea where they were going to go. Of course, God of War has been around for years. Um, this one, however, they're adapting the 2018 game,
Nice.
which renumbered the series, kind of became a new trilogy of or whatever, a new series of God of War
Sure.
games. Um, so for those of you who don't know, this is God of War follows Kratos. He is a ex-Spartan soldier who became the new God of War when he killed Ares. He lived in Greece in the time of the gods. He basically went and killed all the gods and took over for various reasons before moving kind of into the Norse mythology, if you will. And that's where God of War 2018 takes place. So this is going
Cool.
to follow that, and we've got a cast list for this. Not a whole lot of details yet, but the cast that has been released, number one, Kratos is being played by Ryan Hurst, who you'll know as Opie from Sons of Anarchy. He was in The Walking Dead. He is a great actor, great choice for Kratos. I could not imagine a better
Oh
casting.
yeah,
Um,
100%.
he's got the look, he's got the size,
Yeah,
great choice. Um,
100%.
some other notable names, Mandy Patinkin is going to be playing Odin, who is probably the like main antagonist of this story.
Wow.
Um, depending on how they adapt it, Odin doesn't really come in until God of War 2 or God of War Ragnarok, which is like kind of the second one.
Hmm.
Um, but another great actor, he'll make a great Odin. Um,
Yeah, that's a big part for him. I mean, at
it
his
really
age, you
is.
know.
It really is.
Yeah.
And the great thing about Odin is he's not a very, in the games, he's not a very physical presence. He's more of a psychological presence,
Oh, okay,
if
sure.
you will. So Mandy Patinkin will do great with that.
Yeah.
Um, Callan Vincent is playing Atreus, who is Kratos' son. He is also, if we ever get it, going to play young Jason in the Friday the 13th series.
Wow.
Um, and then I am going to butcher this name, so I apologize. Olafur Dari Olafsson is going to be playing Thor, the God of Thunder, in this series. He was the pilot in Water in oh, fuck. Let me try that again.
Yeah,
He
it's all
was
good.
the helicopter pilot in The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. So if you
Okay.
remember that guy,
Vaguely, but I'm sure if I saw him, I'd be like, oh God, yeah, I know that
yeah.
guy.
So
100%. Yeah.
he looks like Thor anyway in his everyday
Nice.
life, so that'll be good. And Thor in God of War is not like Chris Hemsworth Thor. He's like fat Thor, basically,
Yeah.
like he is in normal
Yeah.
Norse mythology.
Sure, sure.
Um, Teresa Palmer from Lights Out and Warm Bodies will be playing Sif. Max Parker will be playing Heimdall. Um, Alistair Duncan, who was actually in the game, will be playing Mimir, who's kind of like his guy in the chair kind of character,
Nice. Sure.
if you will. Danny Woodburn, who was on Seinfeld as Mickey and Big Figure in Watchmen, he will be playing Brock. And Jeff Golka from Stargate SG-1, X-Files, and Stan Helsing will be playing Sindri. Both of those characters are like kind of dwarf characters.
Okay.
So they're being played by little people, whatever the
Sure.
proper term is now. I don't know what I mean, Peter Dinklage, don't sue me. Um, but yeah, and it's going to be premiering on Prime. This will be a TV series. So probably first season is I'm gonna say, follow the first game, second season, follow the second game if they follow the Last of Us formula. But
Yeah.
there is a lot of story to tell there, and I'm looking forward to it. That's one of my favorite games of all time. I spent so many hours playing God of War 2018, God of War Ragnarok. They're both great games. Highly recommend them, and this is going to be a great series.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think the series direction is the way to go with a lot of these game franchises.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
because
they're all
there's so
yeah,
much story involved
right.
in everything, and there's even if you just go by the linear story in the games, it's at least a 3 hour,
Yeah.
3 to 4 hour story to tell, not including any of the side mission stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
But actually, in God of War Ragnarok, the game, Deborah Ann Woll played Kratos' wife, who at the time that God of War 2018 starts has just passed away.
Oh
So
wow.
Deborah Ann Woll did all the mocap and everything like that for it. So it'd
Oh
be cool if
wow.
she came back in some capacity. I would love to see that,
Yeah.
um, because she has such a distinctive look to her anyway, and her likeness was used in the game, so might as well bring her back.
Right.
Um, but
Well,
yeah,
and you got a hell of a showrunner.
Ronald D. Moore.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, you have a Star Trek veteran, Ronald D. Moore, Battlestar Galactica. He rebooted that in the early aughts. And For All Mankind is what he's done for Apple TV, which is an incredible show. It's a great show. So
Mhm.
for that showrunner and all this like material, I'm sure it'll be huge. So,
Well, and it's so like realm of fantasy wise. I would think that somebody that worked on Star Trek would do a great job with it.
oh
So
yeah, for
yeah,
sure. For sure. Yeah.
it's not going to be Taika Waititi butchering the Norse mythology. So
Right.
it'll be
Right.
great. All right, we're going to go ahead and get into some gaming news here. So big news for all of you gaming nerds like myself. Grand Theft Auto 3 has a revised launch date of November 2026. So that's coming up sooner rather than later. Um, it will be starting its marketing launch this summer. So we'll be expecting more trailers, more gameplay footage, more details, really, as far as what it's going to cost, um, what to expect, online modes, that sort of stuff. I did have a funny story that I found on this also.
Sure.
So there was in May 2025, this guy in the UK. I won't get into too much details, but he was caught on body cam footage from this cop. He was being arrested and he's like, "Man, I'm gonna miss GTA." And the cop was like, "Which GTA are you talking about?" He's like, "GTA 6, man." He's like, "Oh, don't worry. You've got plenty of time before it comes out." He's like, "No, I'm getting arrested for life, man. You don't understand. I'm not going to be able to play GTA 6." Um, anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. But yeah,
That's hilarious.
the guy that got arrested, he did something really horrible, and I won't get into that.
Ooh,
Yeah, he's going away for life. If he gets
shit.
convicted. If he gets convicted.
So they did like a parody of him in this game?
No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
oh, I'm sorry.
This
I
was
heard that
an
wrong.
actual body cam footage. Like he
Oh, I get what you're saying.
so
Okay, yeah. Oh, shit.
he did something really bad.
Yeah.
He called the cops and he said this was in the UK, so I don't know their terminology and laws and all that stuff, but he called them and said, "Man, I did this really bad thing. I want to turn myself in, and they have body cam footage of him out there being arrested. And this is when he said that. He's like, man, I'm not going to be, I'm going to go to jail for life. I'm not going to be able to see GTA 6. And
Just
anyway,
thought of that.
yeah, good thought to, think when you're being arrested.
No shit.
Uh,
Yeah.
something else that hope,
Priorities.
something else that hopefully we'll live to see is the downfall of Ubisoft, which I hate this company. They are the company that has made games like Rainbow Six Siege, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. Some of my favorite games have been Far Cry, not Far Cry 6. That sucked.
Really?
But
Yeah.
anyway, so there has been an employee strike as of today outside of the offices in their Paris location. Um, the a lot of animosity towards the CEO. He implemented a return to work policy, which I think we all kind of have to get used to that by now.
Yeah.
But he announced major delays and cancellations to many of the games. There's been a lot of layoffs, hundreds of layoffs at this point by Ubisoft.
Hmm.
Um, Employees are striking because they need accountability from the top brass, which includes the CEO, and I'm not even going to try and pronounce his name because I will butcher it, but it's Ubisoft, so I don't care. So let's just call him Captain Dickhead. Um, Captain
Captain
Dickhead,
Tick.
Captain Dickhead says they need to change and evolve, even though they were bailed out with billions of dollars by Tencent, who is a mobile gaming company, which makes a lot of sense when you think of how Ubisoft likes to pump every dime out of every game they have and bury people with microtransactions. So yeah, another thing that the employees said that the CEO doesn't even bother talking to employees anymore. So that's a good way to run a company.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah, but Ubisoft, fuck you.
No
Anyway,
shit. Yeah, with
uh,
that type of behavior.
yes. So on a lighter note, let's get into some reviews and recommendations.
Okay.
Um, I'll go ahead and kick it over to you, Josh. Is there anything you have seen lately that you would recommend?
Yeah, well, like I said, I have a lot of reviews in my pipeline. I just gotta get them out there. But one that we can definitely both relate to is Send Help, which,
Yes.
like we said, the box office was number one for its second weekend. This is, of course, a Sam Raimi film. I think this is his film after his last one was Doctor Strange, Multiverse of
Yes.
Madness, I believe, which
Correct.
also starred Rachel McAdams. I think that's how they met,
Yeah.
and he just loved her because she was so into his direction because
Well,
he
she's a
was
great actress
oh
anyway.
she yeah 100%. And yeah, this is one of those films, like, just before I saw it, like, you could, at least I could tell how committed she was to the part. Like,
Oh,
she really
yeah.
brought it, and
Oh my God, yes.
great performance.
So we'll do kind of some base level review. I'm not going to get into a lot of spoilers,
No, that's fine. No, I
because
don't
there's
want
really
to.
not a whole lot to dive into. I guess it's more one of those movies you just kind of have to see for yourself.
Right.
Um, anyway,
Yeah,
so what did you think of it?
I liked it. I really did. It was a good runtime, I felt. Had the classic Sam Raimi camera shots and scares. And yeah, it reminded me of, in a way, Red Eye. Remember, she did Red Eye? That was like, that wasn't his
Uh-huh.
film, but her and Cillian Murphy, that was a great film they did back then, and it kind of
Yeah.
just was reminiscent of that a little bit, although it has a lot more humor in it. She Yeah, she definitely did a great job along with Dylan O'Brien, who I never watched The Maze Runner, but that's what he's well known for, I guess. But
Yeah.
I first knew of him when he played young Dan Aykroyd in Saturday Night.
Yes.
Was that film they made about a
Yeah.
year ago or so? Yeah,
Yeah.
you
That was
get
really good.
great job, great accent. You got the whole, way he spoke and everything down pretty tightly. And yeah, this is like a good return to form, I think, for Raimi.
Oh,
Uh,
definitely.
yeah, I didn't feel like he was like, it felt like he was in control a lot, I mean, I know Doctor Strange had a lot of his, like, again, I had a lot of his trademarks, but it was also like a Marvel film. So,
Yeah,
you know,
I didn't really like. I mean, it's definitely a Raimi film. You can get that, but I thought he did a tremendous job with this. Rachel McAdams, of course, one of my favorite actresses. Um, I don't think I've ever seen her in anything I didn't enjoy. As
Yeah.
far as her performance goes, the movie might be a different story, but this one was really good. It kind of flips the whole stranded on a deserted island thing on its head. There's some good twists to it. Um, yeah, she. I think what I like the most about it is like I can't really compare this film to a whole heck of a lot, but the closest thing I could compare to is like Castaway with Tom
Yeah.
Hanks. Um, so in that, he's kind of an everyman that gets dumped on an island and he has to figure out how to survive. She gets dumped on this island and she already knows how to survive,
Yeah.
which is kind of a unique take on it, which I really enjoyed. Of course, there is some other nuance to that that you really have to kind of see for yourself. Um, Now, I didn't see this one in 3D. It was shot to be seen in 3D, I believe.
Really? I didn't know that.
Um, that was at least what I got from the trailers on Fandango
Maybe it was
and
at
when I was
IMAX. I didn't
trying
even
to
pay
figure it out.
attention. Yeah,
I
I
didn't see
could
it in
see that.
3D because, 3D movies now give me a headache. I don't know what it
Sure.
is, what they changed, but especially the scene with the boar, where he's like kind of all up in the face
Yes.
and the
Yeah.
snot's coming out of his nose and everything like that. I
Right.
don't think I'm really spoiling anything because you kind of see that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Um, but it is definitely one that I can't say enough good about, but I'm not going to say anything spoiler
Yeah.
related on it because it's really one that you need to go see.
It's like
Um,
a dark comedy version of Castaway in a sense.
it is,
Yeah.
and it's kind of like a reverse power fantasy kind of situation
Yeah.
where normally, like, if you think of a situation of a guy and a girl being stuck on an island, you think the guy's going to be the like
Yeah.
provider and go hunt and fish and build the shelter and booga booga booga
Yeah.
and all that stuff. And it's really not that. And it's
Yeah.
so like such a psychological mind fuck of a movie
It
that you,
is.
you definitely need to go see it. It's really good. I recommend it very highly. I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars. I think I
Yeah.
would.
I would agree to
Um,
that for sure. It has a lot of kind of twists and turns to it. I
and it,
won't give away the big twist, but towards the end, it's like, oh my God, I think a lot of the audience I was in laughed.
yes. Um, and that's really rare for a movie where really you only see two of the lead or two actors the entire
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
So there is kind of an ensemble cast. There is some cool um, character actors and cameos in there that you'll recognize the people that are in this movie, but
Oh yeah.
it is really cool, and I
You
can't
caught
recommend it enough.
the former CEO, right? You
Yes,
caught that photo. Okay.
yes,
Okay. Yeah, that was awesome.
that was
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
So yes, be on the lookout for that. They don't show the old CEO does not have an acting part in this, but it's a Sam Raimi film, so you know that
It's
what
one
the
of the
fuck's his
givens.
name? Yeah,
Bruce Campbell.
you know Bruce Campbell's going to be in it. So
Yeah.
just look in the background, you'll see him.
He
He's
didn't have to have
there.
lines. Just the
He
portrait look alone was worth it.
Yeah, that was very worth it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of little things that on a second viewing you'll probably kind of get it.
Hmm.
Like you'll kind of notice, oh, like, man, why didn't I see that before? And that's what I think makes a great movie.
Yeah.
Um,
Get
but
more
yeah,
out of it each time. Yeah.
I I don't know that I can. I would recommend just for the fact of going to see it in theaters and supporting theaters, go see it in theaters. But I don't think it's one that you necessarily need to. But it is a good movie, and I highly recommend it.
Well, and it's a good date movie, correct? I mean, you went
It
with
is a good
your
date movie.
significant other. Yeah.
I did. Jen and I went to it. She wasn't, which I don't blame her. She's not a big like gamer fan kind of
Hmm.
thing.
Yeah.
So she wasn't thrilled about the concept of seeing Iron Lung, which was going to be one of my two choices. I was
Sure.
either going to see this or Iron Lung, and
Yeah.
So we went and saw this, and I'm glad I did. It
Yeah,
is a very good movie,
that's
and
pretty sure you'd like it.
it's
I
something
dug it.
that I think it's something that everyone will enjoy. It's got a little
Yeah.
something for everybody in it.
Yeah,
So
it doesn't have the regurgitated like IP crap you're seeing a lot
there
of.
there is like there are some moments in it that made me absolutely cringe and gag, and
Yeah. Oh,
the
that
eyeball
that
scene.
one I really thought it was going down. I was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe they're doing this."
The I, I think anything having to do with like very sensitive extremities
Yes. Yes.
make me cringe very hard, and that's all I'm gonna say about
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, Rachel McAdams absolutely brought it. She should get a Best Actress nomination for this.
Yeah, I was going to ask you
Um,
that if you thought that would. I mean, yeah, in the history of
which
nominations, like
which I
I
think
think so.
I don't know if she's ever gotten an Oscar, but she deserves one for this movie.
I don't think she has, but man, she's definitely given a lot of great performances, and I think this is just another avenue, hopefully, for her to get more meatier parts because she definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
she went from being a pretty girl in these parts, and I don't know if it was
and
her choice or the
even
agents, but she escaped that.
there's so many subtle things in this. Like when you first see her on screen, and she's kind of like diminutive,
Yeah,
diminutive. Sorry, I slurred that really bad. Um, when she's kind of like first in the movie and she's kind of insecure,
yeah,
you can see like, and I don't think she wore makeup for it at all. So like you kind of
no,
see like like pores in her face and everything like
yeah,
that. And then like as the
yeah.
movie progresses and she gets more confident, she becomes like more, which I think she's a beautiful actress
Oh,
anyway,
I do too. Yeah, yeah,
but she becomes more like polished
yeah,
as the
yeah.
movie goes on. And
Very attractive. Yep, yep.
I think that's what really like helps sell the twist
Right.
at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It's so freaking good.
Well,
Um,
yeah, like yeah, her first introduction, she definitely there's a aspect of it that's not appealing at all. I don't want to give that away. It's not like it's a huge spoiler, but yeah, it definitely was like, ugh, when I was
but
looking
it's
at
like
it, I was like,
it works so well because like the beginning of the movie and then when they get on the island, like the
yeah,
dynamic just immediately flips
right,
and it's so good. It's so well done. I
yeah,
loved it.
yeah.
Um,
It was quite an adventure film, and
there's
yeah,
there's
it was
certain
good.
movies that I'll go see that I'm like, yeah, I like that. I'll probably buy it,
Yeah.
on physical media so I can see it once or twice, but then I'm like, okay, I can go in a drawer. This is one I would watch like
Oh yeah,
repeatedly, even
same.
knowing the twist at the end because it was that good.
Yeah, I
Um,
definitely want to catch it again just to find where the car is. That car from Evil Dead's like in every one of his movies. So I was just thinking back, like, because after the film, I was like, I don't think I saw it, but I'm like, I wonder if I look back at the airport scene, if it's maybe hanging out somewhere, because it was in Doctor Strange, and I
yeah,
think it's been in every damn movie. Yeah,
I think it has. Yeah.
yeah, it was actually Uncle
Um,
Ben's car, I think,
yes,
in Spider-Man.
I
Yeah,
believe so.
yeah, but
So
I love he does that. Yeah.
Sam Raimi absolutely brought it with this one, and I highly recommend it.
Oh yeah, it's a hit and critics like it, so that's even better. But yeah, it's just one of those it's worth your time, especially if you're tired of the other stuff that's out there. Yeah, I think it's definitely worth checking out and
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be interesting seeing it in 3D. I didn't know that was an option, but yeah, there is something funny like maybe you could say a coincidence. But her co-star from Mean Girls, Lacey Cobbard, is that how you say her name? Ugh,
Lacey Chabert.
sorry, Shea Bear, yeah. She made a similar film for Hallmark called Lost in Paradise, and I'm not kidding you. There's the hat Rachel McAdams makes in this film, Send Help, is identical almost to the one her
Oh
co-star
wow.
made. It's funny. It's just one of those like remember Volcano and Dante's Peak,
Yes.
Armageddon and Deep Impact. It's like one of those, but obviously it's on Hallmark, it's smaller scale. But I
Right.
thought that was really kind of odd. They both are like in a similar film, but they're different, but
Yeah.
still they're both on an island with their, I think, boss, and yeah, it's almost like a better version without seeing the
It,
Hallmark one. It seems like it's a better
yeah,
version.
and I never thought that I'd see a Survivor reference
Yeah,
in a 2026 movie, but here
yeah,
we are.
oh yeah,
Like I
yeah.
haven't
She
watched
was,
Survivor for years, but
yeah, yeah,
anyway, that
yeah.
was really
So
cool.
yeah, that was great. That's that's the most recent film I've seen, and there's so much more out there I need to check out, of course, and need to
I
review.
I so I saw a lot of trailers during this that we've talked about. One I am intrigued to see, but I'm not sure needed a sequel. Have you ever seen the movie I Can Only Imagine?
I've heard about it. I've not seen it, but I get the
So
gist of it. Yeah.
they're making a sequel to that. I'm not sure how quite that's going to work, but it's based on a true story. So
Hmm. Yeah.
I love the first one.
Sure.
That song always
Yeah.
makes me bawl like a baby. So
Yeah.
I might go check that out. Other than that, yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of trailers that I saw other than Scream 7 that
Which is coming, I
Scream
think, like this month, maybe.
Scream 7 and Good Luck Have Fun Don't Die.
Yeah.
That those are two that I probably will go see in the theaters.
They look fun. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into some shout outs.
Yeah. Go
All
for it.
right. So first of all, we have to shout out Raven Xavier. He is the composer to this podcast. He wrote the uh, opening theme to the Field of Geeks podcast, the number one comics podcast. You can find him on YouTube at Ravex Music. You can also find him on Bandcamp at ravexmusic.bandcamp.com. He's got a podcast. He's got music out there. Go check it out. He just dropped a new one um, about like wicked women, something like
Yeah, I
that.
need to check that out. Yeah.
I just watched that today. Really good podcast. Go check it out, especially if you need new movie recommendations.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got a list of movies he's had in his podcast that I need to go check out, and a lot of them you can check out on Tubi and stuff like that, and get them for free with ads, of course. We also did a Field of Geek exclusive interview with T.Y. Lee, author of the graphic novel Return of the Rooftop Koreans. So go check that out. That is now on YouTube and wherever you find your podcasts. Um, Also, we were just recently recording some episodes for the number one comics podcast, which Jonah and myself do. You can find that in the Field of Geeks umbrella as well. Um, and we were talking about a comic I won't spoil here because I'm waiting for that episode to come out. But a question came up about if you were to cast Norman Osborn, aka the Green Goblin, in a MCU film, and Willem Dafoe doesn't count because he played the Raimi version,
Yeah.
who would you cast as Norman Osborn? So I want to hear your comments down below, wherever you're at. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, wherever, put your comment down below. Who is your fan casting for Norman Osborn? Yeah, other than that, Field of Geeks, you can check us out on YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. And that is about all I've got for shout outs.
Great. Yeah, I'll just add something to that. Like and subscribe as well if you haven't done so already. Yeah, you guys did a great job with that interview.
I have to make another shout out real quick.
Yeah, go for
Josh finally recorded an episode of
it.
What Are We Watching? And it only
Yes,
took him 7 fucking years to do it.
yes.
Or whatever the number was. I don't know.
We'll have
I'm
a
making a shirt
T-shirt
for it
to
now.
celebrate. Yes,
I'm
yes,
making a
please.
commemorative T-shirt, and you can see that at Des Moines Con this year. But yes, that's finally going to be hitting our services here.
Well, we've recorded it, so the releasing is probably another 7 years. I'm guessing at
Well,
this
you
point.
know
No, I'm
what?
kidding. I'm kidding. I got it all
The
edited almost,
the
so
important thing is,
we
Josh,
did it.
you recorded it. That is the
Yes,
important thing.
it's a big
Okay?
step.
That's
Big
the first
step.
step.
Yep.
That's the first step.
Yep.
The second step is for you guys to give us some engagement on YouTube. Engagement drives the algorithm. It helps us get out to more people. So if you are a Field of Geeks subscriber on YouTube or wherever you listen to our podcast, give us a like, share it with your friends, get the word out there. leave us a comment down below. What is your fan casting for Norman Osborn in the MCU? If you don't have a comment, just give us a thumbs up or something like that. Just put Josh, nice hat in the comments. Do something to drive up that algorithm so we can
Bill,
get to
nice
more
shirt.
people. Yeah, Field Geeks.
We will get a store eventually, I think through YouTube or whatnot.
Yeah, we are thinking of some things
Yes,
here.
stuff
Speaking
is
of Des
brewing.
Moines Con, we have our application in. Ben, if you're watching, we'd love to be at Des Moines Con again this year. More details to come on that
Sure.
as we get more details. Of course, it's pretty early in the year to be putting out stuff for Des Moines Con, but we will be there again this year in one form or another.
Yes.
And yeah, other than that, check out the Number One Comics podcast, the only podcast dedicated to first issues, hosted by Jonah and myself. Other than that, that's all I've got.
Yeah, and yeah, check out What Are We Watching? Podcast I started with my wife, Stephanie.
Premiering in 2029 here on
Yes.
Field of Geeks at youtube.com. Just kidding, Josh. I know you are going to be, being the editing master you are, I know you are going to get out there way
Yeah,
sooner than 2029.
yeah, it's going
So
to be a lot of these. So we'll get
I
it
couldn't
done.
see that because of your background, but that's okay.
Oh, it was a energy drink. So
Oh, okay. Cool.
yeah, I will keep at it until the heart stops. No, I'm kidding.
Well, you are doing an
Hopefully not.
amazing job as our editor, and I appreciate you.
I like doing it, and yeah, I appreciate all the great content all of us generate, and yeah, we've been around over a decade now, so lots
Yeah,
more to come.
a decade of
Some
geekdom right here.
yes, 100%, 100%.
If you want one of these
Projects.
shirts, send me $40 to. No, I'm just kidding.
Well,
I'm
we should get a
teasing.
PO box someday. That'd be great. Yeah, send us all your gifts and all that crap. But
Yeah,
work in progress. That's all I can say. Work in
yeah.
progress.
We will hopefully be in person next time.
Yes,
You
with
know,
some surprises.
unless there's some global pandemic or nuclear holocaust that happens.
It's worth the risk, isn't it? I mean, you
Eh,
know,
you know,
yeah.
who needs
I don't know.
skin?
Nah, that's right. We'll talk through robots. We'll be fine.
There we go.
All right.
This
Well,
is
yeah.
the Field of Geeks podcast.
Beep, 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 beep.
Do not use my voice for AI. I will find you and I will. Never mind.
They'll de-age us eventually for a first episode. No,
Yeah.
we'll see.
All
But
right.
all right. Well, I guess with that said, I'm Josh,
I am Bill.
and we'll be back. You take care out there.
Later.